While it had been an utmost show of resilience as opposed to the few cracks that you saw emerge in the global markets, today we couldn't really hide. While we started off quiet amidst global weakness and Asia had a weak handover for itself, or for us for that matter, European markets as well had a weak start, and from opening bell itself, you saw the market slowly petering down. And then, of course, towards close in the last lap for us, today you had the Dow Futures scale lower by about 300 points. Similar was the price action on S&P as well as the Nasdaq Futures, which were down anywhere between about 1.5% to 2%, and that clearly rubbed off on us. So net result, we've managed to close in at the session lows today. We were down about almost 200 points in the Nifty Futures, in excess of that actually, and just about managed to close defending the 17,600 mark in today's trading session. Bigger a cool off traditionally, as it is always the case for the broader end of the market, and they were the ones which took the maximum hit. So what began outperforming and advances holding out completely reversed at tide, and you had 163 names actually which went home as losers in the session. Sectorally, if you see all sectors, while of course metals, real estate, capital goods were the biggest drags along with pharmaceuticals, but all sectors were in the red barring one, and that's chemicals. But I'll come to the chemical outperformance in just a bit. But look what was happening to an Alco that was down today by about over 6%. You had an Hindalco down 4.5%. Tata Steel which was down nearly 4%. JSW Steel, which was a laggard. Banks like IndusInd, financials like SBI, SBI as well. SBI Life, Reliance Industries was down 2%. You had a Sun Pharma, Techem, Shree Cement, Titan, Cipla, Bajaj Auto, Coal India, Adani Ports. I can go on with the list of losers. It was pretty endless today. Even within the broader market, stocks like Aditya Birla Fashions, which have been clocking fresh 52-week highs on a daily basis, that saw some profit taking, was down about almost 6.5%. Astral was down 5.5%. BHEL and Vedanta were your other laggards in trade. Now to the movers, and look what was happening to an ONGC, for instance. You had natural gas price futures which jumped to a 12-year high, and that's clearly augured even more for ONGC, which in any case has been clocking in gains on a daily basis. That stock managed to show some resilience. You also had a Bosch, you had Deepak Nitrite, IRCTC, Coromandel International and Tata Chemicals, which were the other big movers. In terms of news, the Q2 updates have been trickling in thick and fast. You had a Marico, which is now guided for modest profits as well as margin contraction in the second quarter. GCPL, which is saying that their second quarter sales are likely to be in high single digits. Coal India, which got an in-principle nod for an aluminium project. That was another stock in focus. AU Small Finance Bank, which is indicated in their second quarter update that their disbursements are at 73% on a year-on-year basis. Or for that matter, Bajaj Finance, which has indicated in the second quarter update that they've seen some very strong new customer acquisitions. But that said, it's going to be important to keep a track on how the global cues pan out from here, because it's in any case a very critical week for us, with both the RBI policy as well as TCS kickstarting the earnings season on Friday. So one needs to watch out for where the global weakness moves from here, and whether we continue to align ourselves with the global weakness as we did today.